Hi guys, how are you? This is Gakui Wairiri. I'm a realtor in Nairobi. I'm a real estate agent in Nairobi. I have been a real estate agent for the last 8 or so years. If you've been following me and if you've seen some of my clips from a few days ago, I have been trying to share with you my journey from the first time I joined real estate business in Nairobi. Here in Nairobi, actually, I don't know why I keep saying in Nairobi. Real estate business from the first time I joined, from my first experience, and the few things that I have been learning on the way. And I thought that because I love this business so much, I just would like to share with you what I have learned so far. So last time we had talked about the differences between an off-plan project and an ongoing project. So today I will just do a small clip explaining show houses. What are show houses? So I'll start from the beginning. Once a project has been approved and it's on the market for sale, the developer, the real estate agent, and all the stakeholders usually come together and decide whether it would be worthy to actually create a unit or a house that will serve as an illustration of what the intended unit or house will look like. So a show house is the first house that usually comes up in a development. If maybe the development is a block of flats, you will mostly find that it is on the first floor. If it is some maisonettes, if they are maisonettes in a gated community, you will find that it is usually the first unit. So it is a unit that is usually fully complete, way ahead of the others, to serve as an illustration of how the others will look like. A show house does not necessarily have to be on the site where the development is taking place. A show house can actually be in a different place where you can go, see how it looks like, and then you're taken to where the development will be taking place. This is if that development is maybe taking place in a place that is farther away from the main center. For instance, if somebody is building houses in Mombasa, but they have a marketing company in Nairobi, and their target is actually some of the people who live in Nairobi, instead of telling people in Nairobi to take a flight or take the bus or take the train all the way just to go see a show house, they may choose to use a piece of land that they have in Nairobi, create a sample unit of what they are building in Mombasa, so that their clients who are in Nairobi can go see that sample and know what is being built and what they are buying into, should they choose to buy. So a show unit can be temporary, and it can also be a permanent structure. Temporary meaning that it is built on the site or away from the site, and finally, once the project is up and running, that show unit will be brought down, and then they will now show you the finished product. And it can also be one of the units that are being sold. So it can be in the block of apartments that are there, that apartments are coming up. Like for instance, where I am right now, this is Oyster Pearl in General Mathenge in Westlands. We have 4-bedroom units here for sale. Now, one of the 4-bedroom units is actually serving as a show unit. It is also intended to sell. We are not just creating it to show and then we leave it like that. No, we actually intend to sell this show unit. So there are some that we'll build, like for instance, there is another project I know of that I'm involved in, and I know that we have made show houses that are temporary because it might take a bit of time for us to do the main house. So we do a temporary show so that people can come in and see, oh, these are the 1-bedrooms that we are doing, these are the studio units that we are doing, but they will be on the block over there. So we show them, and then once the block is ready, we will bring them down, and now the people will be seeing the finished product once finished. So what are the advantages of visiting sites that have show houses? Because show houses are meant to be sampled, they are an exact replica of what is supposed to be a finished product in that project. So this means that it will show you the size, it will show you the quality of works, it will show you every feature that is supposed to be in that unit, it will show you the quality of finishes that are supposed to be in that unit. So when you enter a show house, it is supposed to be something that is actually livable. So you will find that if the flooring is tile or wood, it's done. If the coating or the paint in the wall is supposed to be blue, it's actually done in the correct shade of blue that developer intends to use. If the ceilings are false ceilings and we will have gypsum, or if the ceilings are just slab ceilings and they are just common, they will show that. If the lighting that is supposed to be on the wall is maybe a double light or a single light, that is supposed to show, so that you can see the exact look of that project or that product once finished. It is not going to show you the exact outside, because remember, it is a sample unit, so it shows you the inside of the apartment. So if that apartment has a kitchen, that the kitchen is coming fitted, it has cabinetry, it has appliances, they should be fitted in the show house so that you are able to see exactly what spaces they are talking about. So it is an advantage to you to actually go to a project that has a show unit so that you are able to know exactly what to expect. Now, not all projects do show units. Some of the projects that have done projects before, that are in continuation, they are doing projects, they have done them over and over again, may not see the need to do a show unit to a new project because they already have a portfolio of other projects that they have done that you can actually go see and know what kind of work they do. So not everybody will have a show house, but a show house is a very important part of construction. So what happens when you are interested in buying a unit in a certain project and they do not have a show unit, or maybe do not intend to get a show unit, they just want to do the project, to finish it, and then you will see the final product? Well, for one, you will need to have some basic understanding about what they're about what is written in their brochures, because their brochures will be your point of referral. Because the brochures that most companies show, the brochures that people have that are given, usually have images. These are renders. They are called renders that are created by somebody who is very artistic. They are created in conjunction with the architect. They are created to show also how they intend the unit to look like. So you will have to have a bit of knowledge. You will need to know when they say we have false ceilings, what are false ceilings? When they say that we have provisions, especially words like provisions for a generator, provisions for an inverter, provisions for a fridge. You need to know what these terms mean. I will try my best and tell you everything that you need, most of the things, or everything that I know. I will tell you what to look out for, especially if you're very interested to know how the unit looks like. It is important for you to see a unit that you want to buy, because you might be buying it for yourself and your family, or you might be buying it for business. Whatever the reason, whatever has made you interested in buying a unit, you actually need to go see how this unit looks like, and then see if it fits you, because houses are not one size fits all. Everybody has their own imagination or their own intentions of housing, and how the lounge area is supposed to look like, how the dining area is supposed to look like. There are even people who have some religious beliefs that guide them into the kind of unit that they should go into. They have a religious belief that says where a door should open towards. Should it open inside? Should it open outside? There's some people who, should there be a toilet at the entrance? There are people who should, in the bedroom, will the bed stay along the door opening or against it? There are people who have religious things or religious beliefs that kind of guide them into the kind of units they're supposed to see. So a show unit is important, and you will find most developers actually put a lot of importance in it. They do it, they open it up. Once the show house is ready, they invite a lot of people, because it is also a step. Apart from seeing approvals from a project, apart from seeing the land, apart from seeing the architectural drawings and seeing what the developer intends to do, seeing what product is coming up is also an important step into helping you decide whether you are really interested or whether you are willing to go ahead with the purchase. So when you see a billboard or when you see an advert on the paper saying show house ready, just know you are going to see a sample unit for the product that is coming up in that specific project. So sample units are usually the first houses or on the first floor, and in most cases they are actually finished completely, and in some they are even furnished. So you will enter, you will see a fully furnished lounge, a fully furnished dining area, a fully furnished kitchen, a fully furnished bedroom. The bathrooms are fully fitted, so you will actually see. And in some cases, the furniture may come with the house, especially if they are doing furnished units. But in most cases, the furniture are just meant to show you how you can do your own arrangements. All right? So the next time you see show house open, the next time you see a developer in an area you're interested in, advertise and say that the show house is now ready for viewing, and you are in consideration, or you're considering to buy a house or lease a house in that area. It would be wise for you to go when the show house is there and you can see the exact product that you're purchasing. Okay? So stay with me. Let's keep on learning. Let's see what else will come up in the other videos, and we'll see. Tutaenda tukijua pole pole. What we don't know, we will know. And you see, I don't know, real estate can become fun, and maybe you'll be as passionate as I am about real estate. Okay, so follow me for more clips, and let's get this ball rolling. Bye bye.